Hello and welcome to Mexico News Network's Daily Report. I'm your host, Mara Thompson. Today we have new information for you, but first don't forget to visit us at mexiconewsnetwork.com as well as follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, so you can always stay on top of all the relevant information of Mexico and the world. Let's start with today's show. During Donald Trump's first month as President of the United States, he deported 13,000 Mexicans, the lowest figure in 10 years. This is surprising since Trump vowed to end President Obama's allegedly lenient immigration policies by deporting millions of people living in the U.S. illegally. But the truth is, the Democrat and his staff kicked out a record number of undocumented migrants. The so-called soft on immigration Obama administration deported more unauthorized immigrants during its first 6 years than the Republican George W. Bush administration did over its full 8 years. Between 2009 and 2014, 2.4 million people were deported from the U.S. according to a Pew Research data analysis. We should remember that Donald Trump's predecessor, Obama, was often referred to as deporter-in-chief by immigration groups since he surpassed 2.8 million deportations during his 8 years of government, almost the same number promised by Trump. So even if the current U.S. president's rhetoric seems harsh, we must not forget past facts. Over the weekend, after his visit to Los Angeles, Andrés Manuel López Obrador, the leader of the National Regeneration Movement, Morena, defended Mexican migrants and raised his voice harshly against Donald Trump, who he compared to some of history's most brutal dictators. In front of about 500 people and in the company of Alejandro Solalinde, a well-known Mexican priest defender of human rights of the migrants, López Obrador announced a campaign to counter the manipulation and lies of Donald Trump. The Mexican politician and presidential aspirant for 2018 said that there should be no limit to the protest, since mobilization is important to fight against manipulation and deception. The campaign in the United States will be conducted in both English and Spanish and aims to convince the lower class of the great benefits of migration, as well as convey a message of fraternity and justice among the population. It will involve bilingual lawyers committed to the defense of migrants and printed material that will be distributed. In addition to that, López Obrador said that if in the following days the government of Peña Nieto does not file a lawsuit against Trump for human rights violations, he will. In his own words, when a wall is erected to segregate or when the word foreigner is used to discriminate against others, it offends humanity, intelligence, and history. In other news, Facebook has just hired former MTV Executive Vice President Mina Lefebvre to start creating their own streaming audiovisual content. Through Facebook, Lefebvre said she is very excited to embark on this new adventure. She will work with the team led by Facebook head of Global Creative Strategy, Ricky Van Veen, who joined the social network last year from College Humor as part of its effort to place more of an emphasis on video. This is a strategy of Mark Zuckerberg's company to enter a new market, of which until now they had stayed away. Previously, Facebook has demonstrated its capability and power to incorporate novelties that have brought success to other companies that could be considered its competition, as it did with Periscope when incorporating its live videos. With this new game plan, Facebook could even get to compete with companies like Netflix, for the company also claimed to be working on an app for television. This was all for today. My name is Mara Thompson and this is Daily Report by Mexico News Network. Remember to follow us on our social networks and to log on to mexiconewsnetwork.com for more information of Mexico and the world. Thanks for stopping by. If you liked our content, remember to like and subscribe. If you want to always stay on top of the daily news, visit our playlist and take a look at our written articles if you don't want to ever miss any detail of what's happening in Mexico and the world.